Hello and welcome to The Social Connection, your one-stop shop for all the social media updates of the week. I'm Shreya Upadhyay and with me is Ishani Mathur.
Yes, we are back with whatever trended or made news in social media this week. But first up, the headline stories.
New study suggests social media can help curb HIV.
Mexico uses Twitter to search for its missing students.
India keeps up with the times, this time in Chhattisgarh.
And AIR starts free SMS service in 10 different languages. Well, first up, social media has been instrumental in a lot of positive changes, and interestingly, it can now be used as a tool to curb the spread of HIV, or so say a recent research in this field.
Yes, I guess it is quite believable since we tend to share more freely on social media. Our accounts provide a vague picture of our psychological and health-related information. Here's more on that.
Scientists have found that tweets and Facebook posts could be a new tool to help curb the spread of HIV. Public health researchers have focused on early applications of social media on reliably monitoring the spread of diseases such as the flu. Sean Young from the University of California, Los Angeles said, in the future, social media might predict and even change biomedical outcomes. Young said that mining social media will have huge potential benefits for many areas of medicines in the future, but they are still in the early stages of testing of how powerful these technologies can be. With the right tools in place, he said, social media offers a rich source of psychological and health-related data generated in an environment in which people are often willing to share freely. Young believes that the insights gleaned from social media could help governments, public health departments, hospitals and caretakers monitor people's health behavior to know where, when and how we might be able to prevent HIV transmission. Researchers found that people who discussed HIV prevention topics on social media were more than twice as likely to later request an HIV test. In the context of HIV prevention, tweets have also been shown to identify people who are currently or soon to engage in sexual or drug-related risk behaviors. Researchers found that those tweets that can be mapped to particular locations and related to actual HIV trends. What's needed now is the updated infrastructure and sophisticated tools to handle all of those data. Young added that noting the nearly 500 million communications sent every day on Twitter alone, he is working with a team of University of California computer scientists to meet that challenge now.
Social media has served as an extremely useful platform to bring about change, and this time it has been used in Mexico to trace the 43 missing school students.
As a group of male students from Mexico's Yotzinapa left to protest over school hiring practices, 3 were killed and 43 others have been missing since then. On 26 September, the young Mexicans were stopped by police on their way who shot at their buses. The mystery around 43 missing students has led to more than 200 artists from across the country to add their voices to those calling for answers. Using the hashtag illustrators for Yotzinapa, they are painting portraits of the missing individuals. Many of these images are going viral and the hashtag has now been used over 14,000 times. Artists say that social media protests are now the only option and each drawing is making a powerful statement. None of the illustrators involved in the case have met the families of their subjects, but they say that is not necessary. They say they're only joining in to make people more aware and to get justice for suffering families. Meanwhile, the Mexican government has ordered an inquiry into what happened. Well, it seems India is trying to keep up with the times as much as possible, with Chhattisgarh's Surajpur district administration asking its employees to download WhatsApp for rapid exchange of information within the government machinery. And well, those who don't own a smartphone have been asked to purchase one. Here's more on that.
While Facebook, which recently acquired WhatsApp for a whopping $22 billion, may not be too happy with its latest financial performance, Babus in Chhattisgarh seem to love it and are promoting its use for official communication. In a recent order, Additional Collector Surajpur has not only asked all heads of departments in the range to start using WhatsApp, but has also directed those who don't have a smartphone to buy one in order to make themselves communicable. The order states that it often happens that directions issued by the government higher authorities do not reach the concerned officials in the district in time and thus result in unnecessary delay in taking action. It further states that in absence of any reliable communication techniques, decisions taken at the district levels also do not reach the higher officials in real time. To overcome this problem, the collector's office has come out with the option of using WhatsApp for messaging. The officer has also created a group named Adhikari Group on the online messaging application to communicate. Complaints, suggestions and new ideas from people will also be invited through WhatsApp. Incidentally, this move comes close on the heels of Chief Minister Dr. Raman Singh's decision to use the same application for communicating with senior officers. The official WhatsApp number was made public with a view to facilitate better communication with the people of the district and for solving their problems. Well, our very own All India Radio began its own free SMS service this week. So now, apart from listening to news, you can also read it in 10 different languages while you're mobile. Here's a report.
Information and Broadcasting Minister Prakash Javadekar launched the free news SMS service of All India Radio in 4 more languages: Assamese, Gujarati, Tamil and Malayalam. The SMS service is aimed at providing important news to the subscribers in their preferred language on their mobile phones. All India Radio is already providing free news SMS services in English, Hindi, Marathi, Sanskrit, Dogri and Nepali. Launching this service, Union Information and Broadcasting Minister Prakash Javadekar said that the government aims to reach to the maximum number of people through this service.
मीडियम वेव स्टेशन जो हमारी विरासत रही है, जो हमारे बहुत अच्छे कार्यक्रम देती है और जो समाचार भी देती है और जो लोगों तक पहुंचना चाहिए वो मोबाइल में भी मिलना चाहिए, वो जब एफएम होगा तब मोबाइल मिलेगा। और इसलिए ऐसे बहुत केंद्रों का एक योजना हमने तैयार किया है और हम इस रिवाइज बजट में और आने वाले बजट के लिए भी हम अपेक्षा करेंगे कि इसको हम जल्दी तेजी से आगे बढ़ाएं और ज्यादा से ज्यादा लगभग 100 से ज्यादा स्टेशंस एक फेज में हम FM यानी simulcast करेंगे.
The minister also said that AIR news could be used by private FM channels to disseminate news to the people.
FM के बारे में न्यूज देने की बात जो FM प्राइवेट स्टेशंस है उसका भी न्यूज देने की बात हमने पहले ही कही है और उसके साथ साथ एक और पहल होगी कि एफएम का जो मार्च में एफएम रेडियो का जो ऑक्शन है, नया फेज है जिसमें एफएम प्राइवेट रेडियो स्टेशंस लगभग 700 जगह पहुंचेंगे। 839 होंगे यानी लगभग 600 से ज्यादा स्टेशंस नए रूप में आएंगे, 1 लाख से ज्यादा आबादी वाले सभी क्षेत्रों में। तो हम चाहते हैं कि निजी क्षेत्र हो और हमारा आकाशवाणी हो, ये सब मिलकर देश के हर जनता को एम्पावर करें।
If you are interested in activating this service on your mobile, you can just type AIR space language code and send the SMS to 7738 299 899. The first character of that language in uppercase is the code of that language. You can also register on AIR website www.newsonair.nic.in to receive AIR news updates free through SMS.
Well, we're heading for a short commercial break. Stay tuned for the top trends and how a homeless charity has taken social media by storm.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at the top trends on Facebook and Twitter.
Flight MH370, which mysteriously disappeared 8 months ago, is in news again. 2 Malaysian children whose father was on the flight have filed a lawsuit against the airline and the government. Following this, MH370 trended on Facebook. Common men got a respite this week as the petrol and diesel rates were slashed. With this, Rs 2.41 became a top trend on Twitter. Yunus Khan became the second cricketer to score 3 consecutive Test centuries against Australia. With this record-breaking century, Yunus Khan climbed the trends chart on Facebook. Psy's Gangnam Style touched another milestone as it is still the most viewed YouTube video of all time with over 2 billion hits. With this, Gangnam Style topped the Twitter trends. The 30-share BSE index rose as much as 2% to an all-time high, surpassing the 27,000 mark, while the NSE index gained as much as 1.98% to mark a record high, surpassing 8,000. With this new record, BSE Sensex topped the Facebook charts as well. On Halloween this year, the hashtag Scary Stories in 5 words trended on Twitter. The posts were unique, weird and hilarious. Take a look.
Next up, a London charity for the homeless is hoping to take social media by storm in its latest campaign #Bedless. As a part of the campaign, people are being encouraged to post pictures of them sleeping in weird places in a bid to raise money to tackle homelessness. Take a look.
London homeless charity Shelter from the Storm has launched a new social media campaign named Bedless. The campaign is part of a drive by the organisation to support London's most vulnerable people as the cold weather sets in. Shelter from the Storm, based in Islington, is encouraging its social media followers to take a photograph of themselves or their friends sleeping in weird and wonderful places. The organisation provides hot meals and a warm bed to the homeless in the capital all year round, and they say it costs £10 a night to take in one person. The team at the shelter hopes that people will post these photos on their Facebook, Twitter and Instagram accounts with the hashtag Bedless and nominate 3 friends to do the same. The idea is that their Bedless campaign will help to raise awareness of the charity and drive donation on their Just Giving page. The initiative has already taken off on Twitter, with people posting photos sleeping in the office and in the middle of the streets. Dozens of people, including ITV news presenters Alistair Stewart and Mary Nightingale, have already posted their snaps in the support of the campaign.
Following its announcement in June that it would introduce frame rates of up to 60 frames per second in the coming months, YouTube has held fast to its promise by rolling out a new frame rate. After years of capping video playback at 30 frames per second, it looks like YouTube is finally upping the bar. Take a look.
There has been a heated debate regarding frame rate in video games for quite some time, but it came to a head with the release of the PS4 and Xbox One. But now developers have one more incentive to crack up the visuals on their upcoming releases. This week, Google-owned streaming site YouTube has implemented a new feature which allows 60 frames per second video uploads. Back in June, the company announced that 60 FPS video playback was on the way in the coming months. The latest upgrade sees YouTube double the standard 30 FPS that videos upload to the website have traditionally been capped at. The 60 FPS frame rate was limited only to a few game trailers from EA to showcase the buttery smooth results. However, as YouTube rolls out the upgrade to all users, any video uploaded at 60 FPS hereafter will run at its intended frame rate. Kotaku was one of the first to note that 60 FPS videos had begun appearing on the popular video streaming site. To make certain that you will be able to experience this new feature, make sure you use the Chrome web browser along with the HTML5 player.
It's time for a short breather. We will be back with our special segments.
Welcome back. Let's move on to our special segment, Let's Get Social. Don't you like meeting new people? Here's a new social network that helps you to do the same. Millions of people are having fun and tagging along with new friends every day. And you can too. Here's how.
Tagged, one of the best social networks for meeting new people, is based in San Francisco, California. It was launched in 2004 as an interactive social experience, the brainchild of Harvard graduates Johann Sheila Smith and Greg Seng. The networking site allows members to browse the profiles of other members, play games, and share tags and virtual gifts. After registering a free account, tagged users can customize their profile page, to which they can post a biography about themselves and their interests, post updates, upload photos, and send and receive messages. Users can also see which other users have recently viewed their profile. They can also sort videos by most viewed, top rated, and most liked, and send. Virtual gifts are bought with gold, which users buy with actual money or receive by completing special offers or tasks. There are chat rooms where users engage in real-time online chat according to their age and mood. Designed to facilitate relationships and dating, Tagged allow users to send and receive notifications of love, winks, and meet me, a rating engine that allow users to rate the attractiveness of photos submitted by others. As opposed to sites like Facebook, where people primarily organize and maintain relationships established offline, Tagged functions mostly as a portal to meet new people online for romance or simply friendship. Tagged developed a mobile version of its site in April 2011, making Tagged more usable by smartphones with a mobile internet browser. This version allows users to send and receive friend requests, play games, and send messages. This mobile version also offers location-based, real-time chat for users. Tag's Android application became available in March 2011.
Well, we are now moving on towards the end of our show, and it's time for all the feedback that you left on our Twitter handle, Facebook page and YouTube channel.
Well, this is the end of our show. Thank you so much for all the feedback that you send in week after week. Continue writing to us via email, on our Twitter handle DD News Live, on our Facebook page or on our YouTube channel.
Yes, but before we log off, here's an interesting search off the net. Thank you and goodbye.
Bye.
पापा, आप क्या कर रहे हो? हाय मामा।
Tata,